Alright, so we're going to be talking some Nigerian women's football and a little bit of Nigerian women's basketball. In this one, on today's roster, we have Rasheedat Ajibade, captain of the Super Falcons, and her move to PSG being official today. Then you got Bayelsa Queens. Bayelsa Queens will be playing their second match in the CAF Women's Champions League WAFU B qualifiers tomorrow, and we're going to get into it. Then on the basketball side, you have AfroBasket MVP Amy Okonkwo. She signed a 7-day hardship contract with Dallas Wings in the WNBA, and we're going to be taking a look at how that has been going. Now, before we do get started though, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. So yeah, starting with the captain, Rasheedat Ajibade, captain, fantastic. Of course, we've talked about this previously. It was reported that she was going to sign with PSG. Of course, she left Atletico Madrid at the end of the season, and she was basically a free agent. So it was all about waiting on where she was going to sign with next. And the report was out there that she was going to join PSG. We were waiting and waiting. A few days have passed, and today we finally see the answer because PSG announced that Rasheedat Ajibade has joined the club. She will be in the club till 2027, so a 2-year contract. And this right here is pretty cool. She is going to be wearing the number 10 jersey at PSG. Of course, the last Nigerian to wear the number 10 at the club, the great JJ Okocha. So this is pretty cool right here that Rasheedat Ajibade is going to be wearing that. But that being said, when it comes to PSG, not exactly like the male side. Of course, the male side is champions of France, champions of Europe. But the female side, when it comes to the French league, they're number 2. They're behind Lyon. Lyon is the big team in the league, and PSG is right under them. I mean, even with that, they still have a chance to win the league just about every season, because in the French league, the top 4 teams go into a playoff, and the winner of the playoff is the winner of the league. So if PSG go into the playoff second position, they play Lyon in the final. That's 90 minutes. Anything can happen. But on the European stage, when it comes to PSG, they're a team that's still trying to leave their mark. They have not really done much on the European stage to certify them as one of the bigger teams, but they are a team that's pretty much going to be in the group stage of the competition just about every season. Now for me, I feel like this is a good move for Rasheedat Ajibade. You join a club that's going to be competing for titles year in, year out. They're going to be competing for the league, competing for Champions League, and you get to play in all those competitions. So I feel like this is a good move right here. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And moving on, next up, we're going to talk about Bayelsa Queens. Bayelsa Queens will be playing in their second match of the CAF Women's Champions League WAFU Zone B qualifier. Of course, their first game was against Police Ladies of Ghana. That game ended 2-1 in favor of Bayelsa Queens. Not the best of performances. They were getting ran over at times in the game. It was like one-way traffic, but I mean, it was bend but don't break. You saw Police Ladies building up on a whole bunch of moves, but they couldn't get that goal. They did get that one at the end. It was kind of a mistake that led to that situation right there. But at the end of the day, you got to give Bayelsa Queens the credit for winning that first game. It is the first game of the competition. You're playing a Ghanaian side, which, if we're all going to keep it real, we expect Ghana to be the one team that we have to look out for in this competition. Burkina Faso also, but Ghana definitely. Ivory Coast also, but Ghana definitely. So playing them in your first match is not so easy. And I felt like we did good enough. We got the result. That's the best thing. When you don't play so good and you can still get the result, I feel like that's a good thing. Definitely the team will have to improve, but you still got to pat them on the back a little bit for the job that they did. First game down, first game done. 3 points in the bag, and we're on top of the group, so I don't really see too much you can complain about. But the next game for the team will be AS Kozah of Togo. That game will be played tomorrow, the 27th of August. 4 p.m. Nigerian time will be the start. And just like the last game, it will be hosted at the Stade Charles Konan Bani in Yamoussoukro, Ivory Coast. To watch the game, you can catch it on the WAFU page on YouTube. That will be, you type in OUESTB, Quest B, Quest with an O instead of a Q, and you're going to get to the page right away, and you can watch it for free. Now, moving on, and last but not least, we're going to talk about Amy Okonkwo. Amy Okonkwo, the AfroBasket MVP, back-to-back AfroBasket MVP. She signed with Dallas Wings in the WNBA on a 7-day hardship contract, and her team has played 2 games already. It looks like the 7 days is over, but Dallas Wings have not really made any comment about is she staying, is she not. It looks like she's staying, especially with the level of performances that she's put in. I feel like she's been awesome. You go back to the first game that she played, the commentator was even saying it, that she didn't even know any of the plays. The coach was having to run through some of the plays just on the whim with her, and she has not even had a practice with the team, but still she gets in the game and scores 8 points in that game. It was a great performance in my opinion. Then came the second game. She played more minutes in that one, scored 12 points, 5 for 8 for field goal, 2 for 3 from the three-pointer, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. I felt like that was just a top-class performance. That's something you like to put on tape right there. This is not just for the team you're playing on. The other teams in the league definitely will be taking notice of that type of performance. And I just feel like this is a player that if you give a chance, you're definitely going to be like, hey, we got a steal right here, because she can do a lot of things. She can shoot from 3. She can shoot free throws, 90% from the free throws. Great 3-point shooter. Can drive to the basket. Can stop and pop the mid-range. I don't even know what's really missing. Maybe she's not a rim protector, but she's not a 5. You don't need rim protection from her. She's a pretty solid defender. Even the game against Seattle, the first game she played, she was going up against Malonga, the big, I think she's like 6'7", 6'6", the player that can dunk. And every time she tried to move Amy back, Amy stood her ground, and she was doing a really good job on that. So I feel like this is a player that has proved that she can play in the WNBA. Hopefully somebody gives her a chance with a permanent contract. But I feel like with these 2 games right here, she's showing them that, hey, look, I'm good enough for this league. It's now up to y'all to find a place to put me, because she's good enough, not just to be on the bench, not just to be somebody that's there to clap and stuff. She's good enough to contribute to a winning team, because what she has to offer is what every team needs. Every team needs a shooter. Every team needs somebody that's efficient. Every team needs somebody that can switch on defense, not be a liability defensively. And that's everything that Amy Okonkwo brings to the table. This is a back-to-back MVP of AfroBasket. She didn't do that just because we felt she's such a nice lady. She got it off of hard work and pure talent. So I feel like she's done enough. Hopefully somebody sees it my way, because I truly believe she's done enough to have a permanent team in the WNBA. But let's see how things go. Let me know your comments in the comment section on all these topics. Rasheedat Ajibade to PSG. Bayelsa Queens will be in action tomorrow, taking on AS Kozah of Togo. And Amy Okonkwo did her thing in the WNBA. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.